Alrighty, so the feedback from my circle review from episodes 1 and 2 were pretty positive, so I think I'm gonna do the whole season, okay? So this is my review for episodes 3 and 4. So as we remember, last episode, Bryant the hippie, he got voted out, and they ended it with the cliffhanger that Lance Bass is joining the circle. So it's the next morning, and everyone's wondering, like, why is Lance Bass there? And then two of them don't even know who Lance Bass is. And then I forget, like, wow, really? Like, I'm guessing their ages is 21 and 22, so maybe they don't know the pop culture phenomenon that NSYNC was? I don't know. I still think that's unacceptable. So they all get a news feed in the morning, and it's a message from Bryant. So I just watched this message that he sent to everybody, and much like his time there, it was pointless. I really didn't get anything from his video message. It was just like this blah, 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 love, blah, 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 togetherness. I had a fun time. It was meant to be, okay, bye, get out. Apparently, Fake River's getting emotional. So now the general consensus among everyone is they feel bad now? I mean, he just confirmed that he was boring. So they're all having a group chat right now discussing Brian's departure. Savannah's message, wow, I'm blown away. I love Brian's message. He radiates love and positivity. I'm heartbroken to see him go. Girl, you voted him out. I mean, just stick by it. It's a game. And rightfully so, everyone is calling bullshit on that. All Savannah had to do was just like, well, guys, it was a tough decision, but you know, it's still a game. There was people I wanted to keep. That's all she had to say. Like, now it's just coming off disingenuous. Okay, so Terralisha, you know, she added a little spice. So she said, that was a beautiful message from Bryant, but I definitely didn't want to see him go. And that's shade. Basically, she's telling the whole group that it wasn't her decision to vote Bryant off. And the shade is felt soon as the message is read by everybody else. So now it's a back and forth between Savannah and Terralisha because neither one wants to just cop to the fact that, okay, we voted Bryant out. I'm guessing because he had such a lovely message of positivity, now they just feel bad. And Savannah comes back because she's not going to let that shade fly. She said it was a hard decision, but it was a joint decision. So they're basically just throwing shade back and forth with each other. No one's being direct right now. Oh, this sucks, because I liked both of them at first, and now they're just really like going at it. I feel like Savannah started first because she wasn't being genuine about it. She made it seem like, oh, Brian was this amazing person, but if he was so amazing, how come you didn't fight for him? So then she tried to throw Terralisha on the bus, and Terralisha's the personality where it's like, nah, bitch, you're not about to put this on me. So then they changed the topic to who is Lance Bass, and is he really joining the circle? Child, I knew it. Lance Bass was not going to be on here. So this heavyset white woman walks in who's clearly not Lance Bass. She's kind of shaped like Robotnik. But yeah, she's excited to be there, and it turns out that she's actually Lance Bass's assistant. Like, of course Lance Bass wasn't going to be on here. Like, it would make no sense. So her name is Lisa, and she is 42. Wow, personal assistant for 14 years? They must be friends before that. So apparently Lance is cool with her using his likeness on this show. I'm pretty sure they wasn't going to just let anybody use Lance Bass' image. She seems nice though. So she thinks she's going to be good at playing Lance Bass because, you know, she's been working for him for 14 years and she knows his mannerisms and everything and how he talks. So she thinks this is going to be to her advantage playing the game. The circle being cheesy again. So now they're going to have this brunch with Bass. Okay, so they all get this platter delivered to their doorstep. It's basically like waffles, fruit, and the ingredients for a mimosa. So they're all analyzing Lance's profile, and it looks like some of them actually believe it's Lance, and then I think half of them are like on the fence and just waiting. The group chat opens, and you know what happens with that, you know, bullshit pleasantries. Hi, Lance, your dogs look fun. Welcome to the circle, happy to see you here. And Terralisha, of course, we see each other. I'm like, why you here? Like, you got money, you know? Like, what you getting $100,000 for? You gonna do it for charity? Well, I'm charity, so I need it more. So I like Terralisha because she's a real bitch. She getting right to the point, and she's asking, oh, well, are you here with the expectations of winning the circle and donating that $100,000 to a good cause? So some people think, ooh, is that too personal? No, it's not too personal. Like, why is you here? Why are you playing the game? Terrible, terrible, terrible answer, Fake Lance. Now, she said that she was expecting this question, but she sure did answer it terribly. She said, I actually thought I would put the money towards starting an NSYNC tour. Really? You have sponsors for that. Like, there's a lot of people that would really benefit off of an NSYNC tour. It makes money itself. That doesn't even make sense. She should have came up with a better lie. Fake Trevor is not fooled by this or laughing. None of them are laughing, actually, even if she did put it as a joke. Chloe is still annoying. Is she annoying to y'all? Let me know in the comments. She's just so much. So the strategy for some of the players is just going to be ask him some questions and hoping that he trips himself up. I'm really curious to see how he's going to do in the ratings, but lucky for him, like when you just enter the circle, you get to skip a ranking. So I wonder how she's going to do the episode after next. So Fake Emily tries to hit up Fake Trevor. And the first thing Fake Emily talks about is the Giants. And I'm like, you're a girl, you know, you want to ask something to another guy about sports. And immediately that sets off Fake Trevor, like, are you a guy? But again, if Emily's talking about sports, that means she can probably out Trevor as a catfish if she don't know the question that Fake Emily is asking her. And there's nothing wrong with girls knowing about sports, but Fake Emily didn't put anything in her profile about being a huge sports fan. So thankfully for Trevor, she brought notes on the Giants, I guess. Because at first I was like, well, how did she find that? Because they don't have their phones, I'm assuming. But I'm guessing she took notes and knew that it was going to come up, which is pretty smart of her. I'm still wondering why she used her fake husband profile when she's pretty much a good contender as she is. So now we have our second conversation between two catfishes. We have Fake Lance and Fake River talking to each other. I know Fake River is hoping that he's talking to the real Lance for obvious reasons. So now Savannah and Courtney are having a private chat. And I gotta say, Savannah's being super strategic right now. It's kind of turning me off from her. So basically in their conversation, Savannah trusts Courtney. So she's giving Courtney all the tea about the judgment process and how Tara Alicia wanted to vote him off, which will definitely get his loyalty. And now Courtney feels some type of way that Tara Alicia was trying to get rid of him. So now between the two of them, they're talking about trying to build a possible alliance. I gotta say, Courtney is a little low-key annoying too. So now we're headed to another private chat that's gonna be hosted by Tara Alicia, and she titled it True Colors. And she's adding Chloe and Fake Emily. So of course Tara Alicia is trying to get these girls on her side and say Savannah isn't girl gang as she says she is. This is pretty much all the girls except for Savannah right now. So in this chat, Tara Alicia is definitely throwing Savannah under the bus. She's telling Chloe that she wasn't trying to save you in this elimination, girl, so don't trust her. I really feel that Fake Emily is gonna glide through this competition in the future because she's like under the radar right now. Kind of like how last season, how they had that annoying black guy posing as his girlfriend and how he just made it to the finals. I feel like Fake Emily is gonna do the same thing. So yeah, Chloe is pissed off that she has that information now that Savannah wanted to vote her off. So definitely an alliance is formed. And I agree with Tara Alicia, Savannah definitely fucked up. She was supposed to vote for Fake Trevor in the beginning and keep the solidarity amongst the girls. It would have been easy to send Trevor home, but she didn't do that. Another cheesy circle game alert. They're gonna have this VIP access to the Circle Fest. So now all of them are performing karaoke to Bye 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 in their apartments. Now see, if I was there, you know what? I would participate too. You know, ain't nobody in the room but me, so I'm gonna be a silly fool as well. So I get it. If I was on this show, I would participate in that too. Watching some of these players dance is truly painful. So after that display of embarrassment, the circle initiates a game of truth or dare between the players. So River is first, and he has a truth question. The truth question is, who do you think is going to be an influencer at the next rating? So Fake River says Fake Emily because it's a safe option to say. So Courtney gets a dare. It's something stupid. We can fast forward. So the next dare goes to Fake Emily, and the dare is send an emoji to your BFF. And I'm guessing it's a dare because then you expose who you're in an alliance with or who that person has your back. So she decides to choose Chloe. It's interesting to some of the players, but I mean, they're not really harping on it too much. Like, mostly because neither of them are threatening this competition, in my opinion. Like, the strong players right now, I would say, is Terralisha, Savannah, and Courtney. So now Terralisha gets a truth question. And the truth question is, who do you think is the biggest game player in the circle? And Terralisha ain't never scared. We know who she gonna say. She's gonna say Savannah. I mean, technically it's not a bad thing. Everyone else is just shocked that she said it, but I mean, it was like a truth question. I mean, who else was she supposed to say? So Savannah ain't no punk either. So she messages, is it that I'm a game player or that you see me as a threat? Now, I see that as an open invitation for Terralisha. And you know Terralisha ain't gonna mince words, so they about to get into it. Oof, and Terralisha, that's cute, but you definitely didn't keep a promise. Snake emoji. So they are beefing now, pretty much out in the open. So at this point, all the other players are just sitting back eating their popcorn watching these two girls go at it. Conveniently, it's Savannah's turn for this truth or dare game. And her choice is truth. And the question is, which player do you trust the least in the circle? Now, of course, after this, she's gonna say Terralisha, and she does. Oh, my bad, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself because before they even let Savannah answer, they cut to the credits and it's the end of the episode. So, let's get to episode 4 for the mess. Okay, so now Savannah answers Terralisha's name as a player who she trusts the least. And now everybody's just like, rub hands like Birdman. Can't wait to see what happens next because they know Terralisha gonna go in. Oh, and Savannah ain't done. She's like, okay, enough of this nice, nasty stuff. Let me read this bitch. So she says, Terralisha says one thing and then does another. She'll say anything to get you to like her, but when she's an influencer, she won't save you. Ooh, now see, Savannah is lying. Like, Terralisha's the one who wanted to save Chloe. Ooh, and then Savannah had the opportunity to save Chloe in the beginning, so she just is wrong. Terralisha is like, this bitch coming for me. She really coming for me. And of course, Courtney is gonna go for his girl. Savannah's his girl now. He not fucking with Terralisha. So I also think online that a lot of people are mad at Courtney because he's not coming to the black girl's back. Now, to be fair in Courtney's defense, Terralisha was gonna vote him off anyway because she saw him as a threat. So he has a point to not trust her. So it looks like Terralisha doesn't want to go in, so she just puts hashtag pathetic. You said a lot to make me look bad, which actually says more about you. Actions speak louder than words, hashtag. That's kind of weak from Terralisha. I'm very surprised. She might as well have put, oh, I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you says bounce off me and sticks to you. Like, oh, and Savannah is going in. She's feeling herself. Honey, let's not act like you didn't badmouth me multiple times today. You can start it, but bet I'm gonna always finish it. I'm not a pushover. You can't fool me. Hashtags. Savannah, she got them Twitter fingers because she would definitely not say this to Terralisha's face. And Savannah is very proud of herself. She's like, I put this bitch in her place. Yeah, virtually. Virtually. So I'm guessing that's the end of the game because not everybody going to bed. So it's the next day, and then Trevor is private messaging Savannah. Fake Trevor is just checking up on Savannah, and they're talking about the circle group chat they had last night. Of course, Savannah is throwing Terralisha on the bus, saying she shit on the whole night. But Terralisha was asked, like, who's playing a game in the circle? I mean, she was being honest. I'm not really sure what else she could have answered. It's so funny how they're close now, because Savannah definitely thought that fake Trevor was a catfish from jump. Like, she's so busy beefing with Terralisha, she can't even tell the catfish from the real person. So next we see Terralisha has invited Courtney to a private chat, and Courtney is not feeling her at all. So Terralisha is trying to do some pleasantries, and Courtney's not taking in any of it. So Courtney's being strategic too. He point blank asked Terralisha, what was your part in keeping me here or not? And Terralisha gave a great answer. She basically said, honestly, I hadn't had an opportunity to speak to you yet, so I didn't have a relationship to fight for. This was a great, honest, diplomatic answer to give Courtney. But again, Courtney is still up Savannah's ass right now. Oh goodness, another private chat. When is the ratings? Can we get to the ratings? So now Savannah initiates a group chat for the other girls between Chloe and fake Emily. So she's trying to form an alliance to get Terralisha out, even though she doesn't know that Terralisha already got to them first. They're both trying to do damage control so they can both get favorable ratings when the time comes. Yep, she's in a private chat telling them not to trust Terralisha, and Chloe, she not buying it. Oh, bullshit! And you know how she is. For God's sakes, mate, this bitch is crazy if she thinks I'm going to believe her. She's so damn loud. Now, fake Emily, she's just in the perfect spot right now. Like, she really is. She is not on anyone's radar right now. So Savannah is now under the impression that she can trust fake Emily and Chloe, and she is sadly mistaken. We just got fake Lance here, not doing nothing. Like, I forgot she was even on the show. She is so lucky she's immune from elimination. So fake Lance and fake Trevor have a private chat on some type of bullshit. Fast forward. So we are finally at the ratings. Thank God. So the players will be ranked from 1 to 6. And of course, fake Lance is immune this week. So it looks like Chloe got a first place. River got a first place. Yeah, it looks like Chloe's gonna be an influencer for this round. So the ratings are complete. Now, who would I put in this situation? Let's see. Terralisha would be number 1. I feel like I wouldn't be able to see through Trevor, so he would be my number 2. Then River, then Courtney, then fake Emily, and then Savannah would be at the bottom for me because I know if I was on here, I would be team Terralisha. Point blank, period. So Chloe, fake River, and Courtney are on a private chat. I feel like they're not really talking about anything important, so I'm gonna just fast forward through this. All right, so they are revealing the ratings. So number 7, unfortunately, is my girl Terralisha. And Savannah is very excited about this news. Oh, and number 6 is Savannah. And I swear, if they just didn't beef with each other in front of everybody, then their places would definitely be higher. It's crazy how they were number 1 and number 2, and now they're number 6 and number 7. I mean, I don't know who's to blame for. They should have definitely took the high road and been fake the whole time. So number 5 is Courtney, number 4 is fake River, and number 3 is fake Trevor, which means Emily and Chloe are influencers this week, and Chloe is number 1. I guess. Oh, God. Oh, and we get a twist. So Chloe and Emily need to decide right now. No time in between. They gotta go up immediately to the hangout and vote somebody off. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I'm gonna be imitating her as long as she's on here, and it seems like it's gonna be a long time. So they're deciding on Trevor, and I know Dick Hungry Chloe ain't gonna get rid of Trevor. So now they're deciding on Courtney. It seems like fake Emily is fine with Courtney staying. I will say them being influencers isn't more so a strategic battle. It looks like they're actually working together, unlike how Savannah and Terralisha were doing when they were just trying to play their own interests. So they're discussing now the option of keeping River or not, and it looks like they're definitely going to keep him. The 2 people they're going to choose out of, it looks like, is Savannah and Terralisha. Now, it looks like they're torn between the 2, but I know for a fact that Chloe wants to get rid of Savannah. Because 1, Savannah didn't save her, and Savannah is kind of creeping up on her man, fake Trevor. At this point, it's obvious I think it's going to be Savannah. And I'm fine with that. Like, she lost me when she tried to throw Terralisha under the bus, and she was trying to play the game too hard. So while the influencers are deliberating, we have Terralisha and Savannah in a private chat. Terralisha starts first, and she tells Savannah, I can't believe that we're both here from starting at the top to now being at the bottom. It's unbelievable. I can't help but feel like it's a direct consequence of your response during the Truth or Dare game last night. Why did you do that? You and I both know that it wasn't true. And Savannah responds, I guess I only said that because early in the day you had called me out in front of everyone. It made me seem like blocking Brian was my fault. Actually, Savannah was being fake first because she said, oh, I love Brian and I didn't want him to go. And instead of just saying, well, we had to vote Brian because neither one of us wanted to let any of our allies go. So Savannah started first. Now Savannah says, let's agree to disagree, and if you're willing to put this behind us, I am too honestly, the drama is not my thing. And Tara Alicia just left the chat like a real bitch. I appreciate that too. So now fake Emily and Chloe have made their decision on who they want to leave. Ooh, Lord, in this huge pause, this long, huge pause, like 5 minutes. So fake Emily says there was some tension that needed to be relieved in order to preserve a sense of harmony amongst the circle. Just tell us who you pick, bitch. And it's Savannah. Oh, girl, you tried to play the game too hard. And Tara Alicia is like, yes! My girl's still there, so I'm happy, but I do feel bad for Savannah. And they were eating her up online too. Courtney is gagged because he knows he's going to be next if Tara Alicia is #1 next week. So now that Savannah's eliminated, she gets to meet one player face to face. But because of producer Manipulele, she has to visit the person who she thinks deserves to win the whole competition. Now, here's my theory on this. They're trying to avoid a big fight because I'm pretty sure if she went to go see Tara Alicia face to face, after what they just messaged each other, it probably would have been a fist fight. And I think they knew that. So of course, we know that she's gonna visit someone that she likes now. Like robbing us of the drama, I think, personally. So now the circle lets the other players know that Savannah is about to meet one of them. So Savannah goes to meet Courtney, and that's who she thinks deserves to win the whole thing. And when she visits Courtney, Courtney is ecstatic. They're having a good old kiki right now. It looks like they've been friends for years. Oh my God, you're so pretty! Typical gay. I mean, the gays will flock to a bad bitch like flies to shit. Like, just being honest. We are attracted to bad bitches. Honestly, I can see Savannah or Tara Alicia being my good Judy in real life. So they're both just talking about the competition and how not to trust Tara Alicia, and, you know, Savannah was being real the whole time. Okay, girl, but we're watching the show too, and we seeing how you was playing the game. Tara Alicia, we see, was at that door waiting for her to come through. Producers know what time it was. Like, if Savannah came in there rah-rah and Tara Alicia face like, bitch, why did you do this to me? I'm out this game because of you. That would have been a fist fight. We know it would have been a fist fight. So now Savannah leaves, and that's the end of her run on the circle. But they are not done yet with the twists. So because Savannah chose Courtney to win the competition, Courtney has access to the inner circle, whatever the hell that is. This is so dramatic for no reason. So now they have him in this room, and I'm not sure if y'all watch X-Men, but you know where the professor has Cerebro? Yeah, the room looks just like that. So now he's facing the screen and it says, welcome to the inner circle. And at the bottom it has all the players that are still in the competition. And Courtney is on 100 right now, acting just like this and so excited. What is going on? See, that's why I can't be on there. I will not be that enthusiastic. I just not. It's just not me. What is this, honey? Child, he is team too much. He is team too much. Too much, Taquita. And that is where the cliffhanger ends. So I wonder what's going to happen next. I mean, today they actually dropped the episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I can't wait to see what happens. But with that, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all later. Bye.